It's not about being positive, negative. The important thing is, you just focus on enhancing this life. Don't worry about what it will yield. You should not worry about what this life is going to yield. What it yields depends on times in which we are, many other aspects of life. But if this is an enhanced life, it will yield something worthwhile. Doesn't matter what it yields, who knows? As long as you enhance this life, something worthwhile will come out of it. What will happen in the end? What will happen in the end? The same thing. When I don't know what is future, that's a very insightful statement, because nobody knows what is the future. Do you know what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes? No, Sadhguru, my astrologer. Well, does your astrologer know what is going to happen in the next 10 minutes of his life? Does he know? No. He does not know 10 minutes of his life, but he knows your entire life. It's a fantastic thing. So, you don't know future. Isn't that a great thing, fortunately? Suppose you know your entire future, would you not want to commit suicide right now? Isn't it wonderful that in spite of all your brains, you can't figure what is next moment? Isn't it wonderful? Have you ever seen a suspense thriller movie? Have you? See, right now there's a very wonderful suspense thriller in the local theatre. None of you have seen it. I have seen it. Shall I tell you the story? Okay, the whole story is going to take too much time, so I'll just tell you the last suspense part of it, okay? Shall I? No. Why? Because suspense means like this. You go and sit in the auditorium, first few scenes and said, this is it, he's going to do this, but he did something different. Then you said he's going to do that and he did something different. You said this is going to happen and something else happened. Halfway down the movie you discuss with your friend, last scene is definitely like this. When the last scene came, something totally different happened. Then you come out and say, wow, what a wonderful movie. So essentially what you're saying is, if all your predictions go wrong, it's wonderful. If all your predictions come true, it's no good. Then I'm asking, what's wrong with your life? Your life is fantastic. You can predict whatever, it all goes wrong, goes wrong, goes wrong. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Only problem is, you lost your ability to enjoy the suspense, that's your only problem. You want to know the end. Let's see what the hell happens, huh? Whatever happens, you came here with nothing, you'll go with nothing, so what the hell? The only thing is, did you make your life's experience profound enough, intense enough? That's all there is. What's there to happen? So what will happen tomorrow? What will happen tomorrow? I'll give you a simple thing. The best thing about life is tomorrow never happens. If you just know how to deal with what's now, you know how to deal with your entire life. This moment if you know how to manage your thought, your emotion and your body, rest drama outside happens. But if this is like this will be joyful and wonderful no matter what's the drama around you. Yes? Oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? Yes, all those things can happen. You came here to experience life, not to avoid life, isn't it? This is the time to live. To live means you don't know what the hell is tomorrow, anything. Either you must be excited about it or you can be fearful about it. You're fearful about it because you already fixed what should happen. You're afraid what you think may not happen. But first of all, I'm asking you, why are you thinking what should happen? If you're dedicated to the process, depending upon what process we are doing, accordingly life will unfold tomorrow. There are many dimensions to it. If you explore all of it, if you just explore your biology, life will happen one way. In the sense, if you take charge of your physical self, your body, 15 to 20% of your life and destiny will happen the way you want it. If you take charge of your mind, your thought and emotion, 50 to 60% of your life and destiny will happen the way you want it. If you take charge of your life energies, 100% of your life and destiny will happen the way you want it. This is a choice you have.
Dwelling in the present moment has been called as one of the most powerful spiritual practices. That is what all the enlightened masters do. They always remain present. That is their natural state. No matter what happens in their lives, they welcome it. They embrace it with their whole being. Past and future have no power to draw their attention. Now, I can hear you say, "Oh, but they are enlightened masters and it's possible for them to do so. But we are little limited being, deeply identified, strongly identified with this body-mind complex. So, dwelling in the present moment is like an impossible task for us." No, it is not. Your attention moves away from the present moment only because you don't know how your mind takes you away from the present moment. Once you know how your mind operates, then you would naturally be present no matter what universe brings in your life. Today in this talk, I'm gonna share with you 3 ways in which the mind treats the present moment. The mind treats the present moment, 1, as a means to an end, 2, as an obstacle, and 3, as an enemy. This is what the present moment is for the mind. You can see that for yourself. Allow me to share with you some real life examples which will clarify these 3 points. The first way is the mind treating the present moment as a means to an end. This is the most common way. Whatever you do during the day, just see whether your whole attention is in what you do or you are doing something just to finish it, just to reach the end of this particular activity. Let's say you are doing your dishes. So now have a close look and find out whether you are doing your dishes just to have clean dishes or your whole attention is in the act of cleaning the dishes. If your goal is clean dishes, then obviously you're not present and you're just using the present moment as a means to an end. Remember, you will have clean dishes even when your goal is not clean dishes. But when you do your dishes with your whole being, then apart from the clean dishes, you will get something which is not of this world. This simple act of cleaning the dishes will get you in touch with the real you. And that's the case with any activity that you undertake. So whatever you do, just see whether you are pouring your whole attention in that particular moment or you are just working like a robot. Now the second way in which the mind treats the present moment is considering it as an obstacle. Whenever you feel impatient, whenever you feel frustrated, whenever you feel stressed, then know for sure that your mind is treating the present moment as an obstacle. For example, you want to go to a party and some guests come unannounced. How do you feel? Now, if the mind is your master, then you would definitely feel uneasy, you will feel impatient and stressed. But if you are the master, you would welcome the present moment. And with this act of welcoming the present moment, what needs to be done gets done through you. Remember, whenever you accept what universe brings in your life, then the higher intelligence starts operating within you. And with this, whatever is needed to be done gets done. Now, the third way in which the mind treats the present moment is taking it to be an enemy. Whenever you find yourself hating what you do, complaining about the people you are surrounded with, saying bad things, or even cursing about what has happened or is happening, whenever you find yourself accusing someone of this or that, blaming someone of this or that, arguing for no reason, then know for sure that you are treating the present moment as an enemy. So these are the three ways in which the mind treats the present moment. And you can go beyond them only when you start becoming conscious, only when you start becoming aware.